guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I plan to put in my morning basket, really my morning cart for fall. If you're new here, I have a ton of videos on morning basket, morning cart, and how that looks in our homeschool with kids ranging from high school down to elementary school. I do want to thank today's video sponsor. It is Campfire Curriculums, and I am so excited to be partnering with them again on today's video because they actually have a resource that I have always wanted to find something like this for the fall and Thanksgiving season, and I've just never really been able to find something that I thought would work, that fit into what we wanted to do. And so today I'm going to be sharing with you guys about Campfire Curriculums 2 Thanksgiving unit studies that you can incorporate into your homeschools this fall. I know a lot of you are probably thinking about fall and then moving into that. What does that look like? A lot of families, homeschool families, will take months off their regular curriculum, so to speak, to do holiday schooling. We see that a lot at Christmas time. And actually last year I did do that. I took a pause on our history curriculum last year, and we just did fun studies on different things for Christmas. We did a lot of crafting, we did a lot of baking, we read a lot of books. And so we really enjoyed that, which let me know, and not just my kids, myself as well, it let me know that that is something that I wanted to really incorporate this year again. So that is where Campfire Curriculums comes in. So if you guys have never heard of Campfire Curriculums, definitely go and check out their website. They have an entire page that comes with all of their units right here. This is called What is the Campfire Method? So they're shorter lessons, dad involvement, open and go meets Charlotte Mason, handicrafts are not busy crafts, no or limited worksheets, variable ending points, living book formats, multiple learning styles. Like, there's a lot that goes into the method behind what they offer, which I don't want to make the focal point of the video. So if you're interested, you should definitely go check out their website because they do a great job of explaining what their method is. But basically, Campfire Curriculums is a unit study curriculum that they have a lot of different options. If you watch a lot of my videos, you probably remember a few weeks ago I shared about their newest release, Titanic. Well, now that we have moved into, or we're inching closer to, it is technically fall. Now that we've moved into the fall season, they have released their 2 Thanksgiving unit studies. These are only available during the holiday time, so you definitely want to take advantage of that, which is why I wanted to share this with you guys. If any of you are making changes to your morning basket for the season, as we head into Thanksgiving time, as we head into Christmas, these are just amazing resources that I want to share with you guys. So this is their newest Thanksgiving unit. It is called In the Season of Thanksgiving. They have 3 different levels. There's the early, there's the growing, and there's the advanced. So this curriculum can be used family style, and there is something for everyone. When you purchase your unit, you get all of the levels. So you can look through it, decide what you want to do. I personally, for my kids, I like to print out the growing or the advanced units and then just kind of scale it back a little bit for my youngest daughter. So In the Season of Thanksgiving is, like I said, their most newly released one. Previously, they had this unit, which I put this one in the binder, and how beautiful is the cover art. This one is Giving Thanks. And the Giving Thanks unit is growing and / advanced. Now you might be wondering, well, what's the difference between these 2 units? Well, I'm going to tell you. This one right here is meant to be done in morning basket. So 10-15 minutes, just as a focus on what the season is about, thankfulness, gratitude, family, all of those really important things. morning basket is a great place to incorporate this. Of course, you could do it on the weekends or a fun Friday type thing, but this is, you know, open and go, 5 to 10 minute lessons, no prep work. You know, it focuses on God and gratitude and each other. There's treats, there's crafts, there's games, of course, all optional and up to you how many or how often you want to do those things. And the really cool thing about Campfire is for Canadian viewers, they have the American and Canadian versions of actually both of these. So you can use them if you are not in America. So this is the morning basket style, which I will show you guys a closer look at once I get into cleaning out and preparing my morning basket. So that's what that one is. Now this, in the season of Thanksgiving, this one is historically focused. They actually have over 40 primary sources. So this goes into the rich, deep complexities of Thanksgiving. It doesn't hold anything back. And so this can be used to replace your curriculum for the fall season or the month of November. And if you're familiar with Campfire, then you know that they have something called core connections that come with each unit. So this is what makes doing this be able to replace all of your curriculum. If you wanted to just go all in, you would use the core connections in conjunction with the unit, because these cover like language arts and writing and science, dependent upon what unit you choose. Now you don't have to do those, of course, you could just do this. The other thing that I really love about this, like I said, is it does go into Thanksgiving, and if you've studied it at all, you know that it's not necessarily a beautiful picture of a feast with the pilgrims. However, they do have, and I want to point this out because I felt like it was really important, in the table of contents here, which you guys can see, if you want to stop where it says the happy traditional story, complete lessons 1 through 9. And then if you want the good, bad, the ugly, and the actual history of the real Thanksgiving, you would continue from lesson 10 to lesson 15. So they leave that up to you, which I really appreciate, because some of us want to start teaching that. Some of us might not want to start teaching that. Some of us might want to focus on the good this year because everything in the world is very heavy and we might not want to do that. So I really appreciate that they have that. So these units are going to be a part of our fall morning basket, which is why I am cleaning my cart out. Also, the cart is just crazy because we have changed curriculums on a few other things. So I want to reorganize it. And then I also love to add in just like fun fall picture books. Even though my kids are older, it's kind of like a tradition. And so I will just throw in a few that we have been reading in our homeschool for the years, just for tradition's sake. But I really wanted to share with you guys about Campfire Curriculums. So you can buy one or both and decide which one you want to use. Once you purchase them, you have them forever in your account on Campfire Curriculums, which I really think is fantastic. Once you purchase it, they're in your account for forever, so you don't have to worry about losing a link or losing your download. You can go right on the website and find them. So I wanted to mention those here. If you guys are looking for something to put in your morning basket for fall, no, that's the core connections. This one, giving thanks, is an easy way, 5 to 10 minutes, to just focus on the season, which I think is so important. And if you just want to take a break from all your other curriculum, like we did last year, we stopped doing history and just do something seasonal. This is so much fun, and I guarantee you, you will learn a lot as well. So really quickly, I wanted to show you guys a look at what is inside each of these units. I obviously cannot cover everything in this short video, but here is the cover. Like I mentioned, there is the advanced, there's the growing, and there's the early learner. They have printouts on their method and how they're not worksheet based, it's open and go. They have this sheet, which I found to be really, really cool. It shows you everything that your kids are going to learn in less than 30 minutes. So we think sometimes that our kids aren't learning unless they're producing something, but that actually is not true. The other thing that I wanted to point out to you guys is that if you are someone who does not share the Christian faith, they do offer a secular think tank as opposed to their faith talks, which generally come at the end of every lesson. So the art is very beautiful. You have your table of contents here. So it's a total of 15 lessons if you wanted to go all in on the, the dark side of Thanksgiving as well. There's lesson number 1. It's very easy to follow. Down here, there's a consider it activity. You read this through with your children, you pause, you discuss, which I love. I feel like my kids learn a lot through discussion. There's some visual recommendations here, and there's if you have a kinesthetic learner. And here's the faith talk. These are wonderful, which I love. So at the end of every lesson, you have an opportunity to bring it back to Christ, talk about it, look it up, kind of digest everything that you read. Then there's some additional activities that you can do. There's that lessons learned page that I showed you at the beginning. And then you have a stopping point. So that is the end of lesson 1, and then there is lesson 2. So the lessons are just a few pages. You read them through with your kids. It's not going to take all day. Like I said, there is no worksheets that they are to complete. And I think that that's really fantastic. Campfire does such a good job of including maps. There's the faith talk for lesson 2 and different activity options, your stopping point, and then you're on lesson 3. Another thing that I think is really cool is they have these scannable QR codes down below that show you, or that will take you to any links that you need for your units, so you don't have to worry about looking up websites and keeping track of things. They really have streamlined it so the lessons flow nicely. And so as you can see, there's a ton of information. Like I said, this one is historically focused, and they did source it from 40 primary sources to really represent Thanksgiving for the beauty that it entails, but also not leaving out the hardships and the difficulty and, quite honestly, some of the brutality that is included. So that is what in the season of Thanksgiving is looking like. Now, if you're wanting just something a little lighter, a little easier, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, you just want your kids to have some seasonal fun in Morning Basket, then Giving Thanks is a great unit for you. There's an option for the Canadian customer, like I mentioned. So here's a look at the table of contents of the Giving Thanks one. It talks about traditions, all of them about Thanksgiving, of course. And as you can see, it is 12 lessons long. So if I were you guys, I would not wait until November to buy this and try to start it. That's why I'm doing this now, because we're almost to the, we are in the first week of October, and I'm going to be starting this right away. So it gives you some optional items that you might need. And then here's lesson 1. So this one is just on Thanksgiving traditions. You would read it over with your kids. Make a list together. You could write it down, or you could just verbalize it. There's scripture in here that talks about tradition and what does God say about tradition with reference to Passover, communion, etc. There is, something to write down traditions in your family, which ones you love. You could save this as a keepsake, which I'm so sentimental, so I probably will. There's family recipes that you can write down. There's some thoughts on making a new tradition, and then there's your stopping point before you get on to lesson 2. So this one is a great way if you want to incorporate seasonal stuff into your morning basket, but you don't want to or can't take a pause on, everything else you're teaching as far as history and science. then this would probably be a great option for you. So now that I've shown you the 2 different options for Campfire Curriculums for Thanksgiving and fall for your family, I will leave a link down below for you guys so you can check them out. Make sure you go over. I think you guys will be very, very pleased. They're a veteran-owned company, a homeschooling family, and they were actually created, Campfire Curriculums, when they very first started, were created by a dad who wanted to be more involved. So they have a lot of really wonderful resources on their website. So go over and check them out if they are new to you. I am so excited to have Thanksgiving resources in my home for Morning Basket for the fall, just because, like I told you guys, when we took a pause on our curriculum last year for the holidays, it was a big blessing. So now it is time to clean out my Morning Basket because, well, it's a mess and a lot has changed around. So here is the current state of things. We are overflowing. We are disorganized. We have new stuff that came in. We have old stuff that I need to take out, and so I'm just going to clean this up, adding in my fall units from Campfire Curriculums because, like I said, we are starting on those. So there's things in here that we're taking a pause on that I need to remove because I just don't have room. So that is what I am going to do now. So even though my kids are older, I still like to incorporate picture books, especially for my 5th grader, plus they're just traditional. So we don't have a ton because my kids are obviously older, and I will go to the library at some point and look for them sooner than later. That's a little tip. But these are the ones that I'll be adding in. So we have Give Thanks, The Deer in the Woods, we have this book on owls, we have Farm Anatomy. There's a lot of things about apples and growing and different fall things. And then of course we love these. And so I have both of these in for adding some picture books to our Morning Basket. Here is everything that I pulled out. I'm going to be doing a Q1 update, so if you want to hear about all this, look out for that video. But this is stuff that I had in there that we're not using right now, or that we're done with already, which is hard to believe. And I just didn't have any room in here to keep it. So I pulled all of that stuff out. I'm going to put some of it away, some of it recycle, some of it save for later when it's time to swap out something else. For example, this curriculum comes with 3 textbooks, and I obviously don't need 3 textbooks all at once. So I'm just going to keep the ones they're working on right now and then put those away. So I'm going to add the picture books, and then the cart will be nice and cleaned out, and I will go through and show you guys what is in here for the fall. Okay, so that looks so much better, and it definitely is my preparation for the school week. I feel a lot more calm when things look like this. So on the top, I have my older kids' history. Then I have my younger kids' history that is still here. Then I have my 2 units from Campfire. This is the one in the season of Thanksgiving. This is the Giving Thanks unit that is specifically, you know, easily incorporated into Morning Basket. So both are in there. Once I decide which one I want to go through first, I think I'm going to do the Giving Thanks one first and then see where we are and decide if I want to do this one at the same time or alternating. I'm not really sure how I'm going to work it out, but those are definitely going to be a part of our fall Morning Basket. Then in here I have miscellaneous papers that I might need. This poetry book, Sing a Song of Seasons, I've had it for forever. It's another super easy way to incorporate seasonal into your homeschool. Very beautiful illustrations, and we love it. Then I have our few read alouds right here that we're going through. The life skills book, the Psalms book, and then a question and answer book that I'm finishing up with them. Down here on the second tier is science and apologetics, and then fall picture books that I added. And then on the bottom is Bibles, Bible study, and scripture memory cards. So this is everything that is in the morning cart. I feel very good about this. This is everything that we're actually using right now. I used to store things, you know, that I was hoping to get to or would be adding in shortly here, but that just wasn't working out anymore. So I have all these books to put away until we finish something else and cycle those out. But I am very excited about having something seasonal to work on with my kids. We've never done a full study of the season and the history on Thanksgiving. Of course, we've learned about it in bits and pieces, but I'm excited to do this with my kids this fall. So I wanted to share it with you guys so you have plenty of time to incorporate it and plan it out. Although you don't have to do any prep work, it's ready for you, but just kind of decide how you want to incorporate it into your home or your homeschool this fall. So that is going to be it for this fall morning basket, morning cart prep with me. If you guys want to check out either of Campfire Curriculums Thanksgiving and fall units, I will have that link down below for you guys. I think you will really love them. They have been a really fun, helpful resource that I have discovered that I want to share with you guys, because it's very hard to find things that work for high schoolers down to elementary. And so I'm really excited to do these units in my homeschool this fall. So if you guys have any questions for me, leave them down below. Campfire's link will be down below. Give me a thumbs up before you go. It's a free way to support my channel and I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys again really soon.